Yes. Let's begin. Sitting down, we'll start with centering ourselves. Adjust your posture. Sit in any posture where you can feel some ease and close your eyes. Come back inward. Bring your awareness to your breathing. The small practice of centering that we do at the beginning of the class. With regular practice, the minute you close your eyes and come back inward, that turning inward itself starts settling the body and the mind down a bit. And with the breath awareness, you can allow them to settle down a little bit more before we begin the practice. So today, mentally just start counting as you breathe in to see how many counts you're inhaling for. Start counting again as you exhale. Keep the counting gentle, relaxed, though it is just mentally counting. Continuing to keep the count, become aware of the whole body as well. Notice the effect of your breathing on the body. Notice the effect of your breathing on the mind. See if that gentle count is making a difference. In today's class, we'll use this soft, gentle count in our heads to be mindful, to be present, moment to moment. Be fully present with the counting through whatever you're doing. And that way, you will be aware of the breathing and the body at the same time. So tell yourself that you will stay fully present with the breathing, gently counting in your head with every inhale and every exhale. We'll try to keep the count even, equal. So see if you can do that now. If you are breathing in for 4 counts, breathing out for 4. Whatever is comfortable for you, but trying to make it even. And then slowly see if you can move towards the 5-second inhalation and exhalation. To give you an idea, in your head, when you breathe in, the count can go in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. See if you can get to that pace, that rhythm. Now let us begin with our 3 Om chants. Try to stay light and relaxed through the whole body. And for this, you don't need to maintain that count. Go with that free-flowing breath. Take a nice deep belly breath in for the first round. Om. Om. Slowly come back to that 5-second inhalations, exhalations. And rubbing your palms. You can cup your eyes with the center of your palms and blink them open. All right, let's bring the legs out to the front. We just move the ankles, wrists before we move to the rest of the stretches. So place your palms by the side of your buttocks and see how much you can lengthen the spine first. Sitting tall. If it feels challenging to sit with the knees straight, you can bend the knees slightly. That will also allow you to keep the back straight. And from here, let's start with the toe movements. Spreading the toes apart, clenching them. And now drawing circles with your toes, getting the ankle rotation. See how wide and smooth you can keep the movement. Now reverse. You don't have to sync the ankle movement with your breathing. See if you can stay with that 5-second. Inhale, exhale. And relax. Move your feet slightly apart. You can place your hands on the mat and gently flap your feet in and out. Releasing any stiffness in the joints of the ankles, knees, hips. And now keeping them together, bring your hands to the front. Similar movements for the wrists and fingers. So clench and release. Stay aware of your breathing. And now making a loose fist. Let's start rotating the wrist. Not much movement in the rest of the arms. It's just coming from the wrist joint. And reverse. Check if your shoulders are raised If there's any tightness, relax them and relax. Take a moment. Now you can come to tabletop. We'll move the different parts of the body from tabletop today. So come on your palms and your knees. Make sure your shoulders are right above the wrists. Knees are slightly open. We'll start with the cat and cow movement. Inhaling, look up, let the belly go towards the floor. Exhaling, round your back, look to your belly button. Continue for 2 more rounds. Here is a good opportunity to practice that 5-second inhale, 5-second exhale. Be active in your fingertips as well. And this time when you raise the head, we'll also raise one leg, pointing the toes up towards the ceiling. Exhaling, trying to bring the knee towards the forehead. So if you go with this 5-second breathing pattern, your inhale would be in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Finish one more round. Enjoying the stretches, staying with that count. And after this round, you can place the knee down, move to the other leg. Again here, be active in your fingertips pressing into the mat, so you will be spreading the weight and not feeling the pressure in your wrist joint. So moving with the other leg now. Keep that count soft and gentle in your head. The counting in the head keeps the movement a little slower, more mindful. Enjoying the slow release, the gentle stretches. Finish your 5 rounds. One last round. And after you're done, place your knee down this time. And sit back on your heels. Just moving back as if to sit on the heels. Take a few moments on your elbows to release any stress in the wrist joints. Now looking to the front of the mat, move your arms forward, lengthening. Keep your hips still, buttocks are still on the heels, but you're just stretching the arms forward, looking to the front end of the mat. Spread your fingers out. We'll move to a cobra. So as you inhale, lift your hips, come up to the center, and drop your hips down as much as you're comfortable. If you stop here, this is fine. If you can, going all the way down with your hips, looking up. Exhaling, you sit back on your heels, take your forehead to the mat. Stay with the counting as you breathe. And keep moving with every breath. Coming forward as you inhale, going back as you exhale. Enjoying those stretches around the hips, the shoulders, the knees. See how much your body is comfortable going forward. Finish your 5 rounds. Be active in your fingertips, your palms. And this time, we come forward. From there, we tuck our toes, go into a mountain. Lifting your hips, coming into a mountain. Adjust the position of your feet if needed. Alternately bend one knee at a time. Stretching the other heel towards the mat. Actively taking your chest inward as if it is going towards the thigh, towards the knee. And you can place your knees down, tuck your toes and sit back on your heels. Yes, just sitting back on your heels with the toes tucked in. Take a few moments here. Shoulders up, back and down. Interlock your fingers. Inhale, and as you exhale, try to bring your belly onto the thighs, continuing to keep your buttocks on the heels as far as possible, and bring your forehead to the mat, lifting your hands up. Stay here for a few breaths. That soft, gentle count still going with your breathing. And the next inhalation, you can come back up. Release your hands. Release the hands. You can kneel down, come up to a standing position. Now we'll move through our sun salutations, the Surya Namaskaras, at the same pace. So just to give you an idea, I will count out loud, but the counting is in our head. So from my starting position, I breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5. Out 2, 3, 4, 5. In 2, 3, 4, 5. So we move at that pace. Go gentle and easy. Allow the body to open up. So starting in the standing position, prepare to move the body. Take a breath. Exhale completely now. And take a breath in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, raise your arms, 3, 4, 5. Fold forward, breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, right leg back, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out into plank, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, knees down, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out and chest chin down, 3, 4, 5. Breathe into cobra, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out, mountain, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, right leg forward, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out, step forward, 3, 4, 5. Coming up, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands down. 2, 3, 4, 5. See how your body is. See if your breathing is still steady and stable. When you are mindfully keeping the breathing rhythm, many times the breathing may continue to be at the same pace without too much fluctuation. Now we'll continue with the rest of the 1.5 cycle. Go at your own pace. Actually, we'll be going at the same pace with 5-second counts. Inhale, exhale. Exhaling, palms together. Inhaling, yeah, keep going at your own pace. Inhaling, raising your arms, arching back. Exhaling into your forward fold. Inhaling, left leg back. Knee down, looking to the front. Exhale into plank. Inhale and knees down. Wait there till you finish the inhale. Exhaling with 5 seconds. Inhaling to cobra. Exhale into mountain. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhaling, right forward. Inhaling, coming up with the arms and head together. Exhaling, palms in front of the chest. Inhaling, hands down by your sides. See if you need a breath or two here. One more cycle at your own pace. Soft and gentle count in your head. Enjoying the breathing and the stretches. So kind of moving in a slow motion. This also helps you move mindfully with control of every muscle or with awareness of every muscle. Nice. If it feels too intense to lift the hands from the front while coming back, you can lift them up from the sides as well. Instead of this. Take your time. We have another half cycle, right? We finished 1.5 cycle. But anytime you think it's enough for you, you're feeling warmed up, you're feeling a little exhausted, you can stop there. If not, finish the last half cycle. Every step, every movement, intentional, relaxed, but fully active. And now relax. You can just stand with your eyes closed. Observe every sensation running through the body. Can you feel the blood flow in your feet, through the legs, along the back? On the front of the body, in your arms? Can you feel the blood flow in your face, head? Coming back to a state of ease by simply standing, observing. Now we will hold poses for a little longer and try to maintain that same 5-second breathing. Samavritti pranayama, equal activity of inhale and exhale with 5 seconds. That is our practice for mindfulness throughout the session. So now you can open your feet out wide. While we challenge the body, we'll see if we can maintain that same breathing pattern, staying relaxed in the mind. You can point your toes outward. We go into a goddess pose, Devi Asana, trying to bring out that power of a Shakti goddess. Inhale, raise your arms to the sides. Exhaling, imagine there is a stool or a bench behind you and you're trying to sit back on that. See if you can go down with the buttocks going, but you're not leaning forward too much. Adjust the position of your feet. See where you're comfortable. Now bend your elbows at right angles. Bring a chin mudra. Thumb and forefinger gently touching each other. The other three stretched out. So this mudra brings a gentleness, a subtlety, though the posture is a little bit challenging. Now check. See if you can stay with that 5-second breathing. See how far you can stay. Okay with the challenge in the body. When you're breathing in, you can feel that you're drawing a fresh burst of energy in to all the parts. When you breathe out, feel that you're breathing out the discomfort. Take one more full breath in here. See how you can bring a little bit of ease. And the next inhalation, you can slowly straighten the knees, lower your arms. Turn your toes inward, turn your feet pointing to the front. Take a few moments. Observe every part. Allow any discomfort to dissolve. You just need to stand and observe to come back to a state of ease. We'll go into a forward fold from here. You can keep the feet pointing forward or turn them inward slightly. Now inhale, raise your arms. Prasarita Padottanasana, wide legs forward fold. As you exhale, look to the front of the room, come halfway. Find your stability here. You will also be lengthening the spine before rounding and bending it. And slowly place your fingertips in front of you, spreading your fingertips like a tripod. Now drop your head down to look to the back of the room. Slowly allow the hips to rise up. Allow the upper body to come closer to the floor. Now, if you're comfortable and stable here, you can even open your feet out a little wider because you have the support. See how much your body is comfortable with. See if you're staying with that 5-count breathing. And if you feel at ease in the posture, you can even try walking your palms a little more behind to come in line with the feet. Trying to bring your head closer to the mat. Let your inhalation bring an expansion, pointing the tailbone upward. Your exhalation, gently tugging on the upper body, pulling the head closer to the mat. 3, 2, and the next time you inhale, you can just walk your hands forward if you had taken them back. Bring your heels a little closer together so that you come up feeling stable. Now inhaling, raise your arms from the sides and slowly take your time coming back up. Relax your arms, step your feet together. Take a moment. Stay with the breath awareness, with the counting. Find your stability, find your ease. We'll go into a tree pose for balance, balancing postures, strengthening the body, bringing inner stability. So spread your toes out nice and wide. Lift your heels, place them down. Find that strong base, stable base. And now lifting the right foot, you can slowly bring it on the inside of the thigh right away if you're comfortable. If not, start with your foot, the big toe touching the floor, the heel resting against the inside of the shin. That is also a posture. If not, lift it up to place it against the side of the shin as well. Just make sure the heel is not placed against the knee joint. Initially, there is a chance of putting pressure there. So find a position for the foot, wherever that is for you today. You can fix your gaze or stare blankly ahead of you without focusing on anything. Just to find that stability, feeling calm, strong, and stable. If you're comfortable, raise your arms. You can join your palms overhead or hold a namaste in front of your chest. If you want to be a wide branched tree, just stay with your arms open, wherever you feel balanced. If you think it will help you, you can even interlock your fingers, just open out the pointing finger overhead. That might give you a little support also. Explore different variations. It's okay if you come out of the pose. With your breathing, finding stability and relax. Take a moment. Notice the differences in both halves of the body. You can wait until those differences dissolve and this time explore the other side. So if today's posture is just with the big toe lightly touching the floor, that is also good. You're still learning how to bear the weight on the other foot. Stay balanced. So see where you're comfortable. Keep your hands wherever it is easy so that you feel stable. It can just be next to you or open. Raise. Is it possible to stay with that 5-second breathing? Stare blankly somewhere ahead of you. That might also help. And relax. Take a moment. Come down to a Vajrasana, sitting on your heels a little to the back of your mat. Take a moment here. We'll get into an upper back twist from here. Coming to tabletop. Keeping your knees slightly apart. We'll twist from here. So as you inhale, raise your arm up, pointing up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, push the hand underneath the left. As far in as you can, place the head on the mat and stay there. Your left palm can be on the mat. If you're comfortable, you can lift the hand up and place it on your back. But even if it's on the mat, that is good. Just try to keep opening the left shoulder a bit. See where you're feeling the stretches. Sometimes the palm on the mat can help a little better because with support you can open up that shoulder. So try both variations. Your mindful breathing. Two more rounds of breath here. See how you can find your ease. Make sure you're not clenching. Then you can place your palm back on the mat if you had lifted it. As you inhale next, slowly coming out, raising the arm up once and placing it back. We'll go with the other side. Raising the other arm and looping it underneath, pushing it in as much as you can. Place the side of your head on the mat. So see if you want to stay here with the right palm on the mat, trying to open up that shoulder. If not, you can raise the arm up, place it on your back. Keep that soft, gentle count going in your head. And stay here for 2 more breaths to see how you can find your ease. Feel a little more weightless in the posture. And you can place the palm back in case you had lifted it off the mat. The next inhale, gently start lifting out, taking the arm up and coming back to tabletop. And from tabletop, you can take your arms forward into a puppy pose. Your hips remain raised, getting a stretch in the chest and upper back. Just Keep moving your arms forward. Your hips will remain where they are. Let your chest go closer to the mat. Try to bring your forehead to the mat if that's possible. See where you feel the stretches. Relax with your breathing. Feel that any tightness between the shoulder blades, around the ribs, is slowly loosening, the muscles opening up. One last breath. And the next inhale, gently come back to tabletop. Take your time. And now you can bring your knees together and lie down on your belly. Come to a lying down position. Stack your palms on top of each other. Drop your forehead down. You can open the feet out to the sides of the room. And rest here, observing your breathing. Now let go of that count in your head. Let go of the effort to keep it even and just observe the natural count as you breathe in and out. See what the span of your breathing is. Can you feel that you're breathing all the way into the belly, lower abdomen, the pelvic region? Take another breath or two here. And then slowly come up to your elbows. Let your toes point to the back of the room. Prop yourself on your elbows for a relaxed cobra. This time focusing on the lower back. Stack your shoulders right above the elbows. Keep your chin slightly tucked in. Relax all the muscles in the legs, buttocks. Now, if you feel a deep compression or discomfort in the lower back, you can clench your buttocks slightly. That will reduce the intensity in the back. Staying with your breath and body awareness. See how you can be active with your arms, with your legs, so that all the weight is not falling on the elbows or the lower back. Three, two, and one. You can slowly come back to the mat. Take your time to roll around on your back. Relax on your back. Turn around. Come to a lying down position. You can bend your knees. Take a few moments. Now bring your knees closer to the chest, gently moving the knees forward and back a few times. Notice how you're feeling in the lower back. And pulling the knees close, roll on your back side to side. Coming back to the center, you can interlock your fingers behind the head. Let's go into a twist. Drop your legs to the left. Turn your head to the right. Going into a twist. You can close your eyes. Make sure you're relaxing each and every part of the body. Keep that very soft and gentle count going in your head with every inhale and exhale. See if there's any difference in the quality of your breathing and how the lungs are getting filled, emptied. And as you inhale next, gently come back to the center. Understand twisting to the other side. Take your time to adjust your leg position. Turn your head to look in the opposite direction of the leg. Relax, let go. If the stretch feels too intense, see what adjustments you can make with the different parts to find that ease. Let your breathing relax you a little more into the twist, into all the stretches. As you inhale next, gently come back, taking your time. Place your palms on your knees, rolling on your back side to side. And now with your palms behind your thighs, gently rock forward and back, how much ever is comfortable for you. Round the upper back, the shoulder blades, so you can rock all the way to the shoulder. And we'll slowly come up to a seated position, rocking up or turning to the side and sitting up. Adjust your posture. Find an easy, comfortable posture. Today we'll go with Kapalbhati pranayama and then relax lying down later. To sit comfortably, make sure your back is straight. Vajrasana, thunderbolt, where we sit on the heels, is most conducive to keep the back straight, which is important in this practice. So if you're comfortable, you can get into Vajrasana, otherwise stay in Sukhasana. Just make sure your back is straight. Bring your attention to the belly and try to feel that you're breathing into the belly, breathing out from the belly. Inhaling, the belly comes forward. Exhaling, gently suck the belly in, intentionally pulling those muscles in. Today we'll practice with my chant of so, hum. As long as I chant so is when you breathe in. The duration for which I chant hum is where you breathe out. And going by the tone, the pace of my chant, try to vary your belly movement. You don't have to chant, you're only breathing through your nose, and see especially your face if it can stay relaxed through the breathing. So exhale completely once, gently pull the belly button in. So hum, 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 so hum. Stop. Just stop as you are, where you are. Drop into the sudden stillness. These practices work a little more actively to bring the mind to that state of stillness. The fast breathing creating agitation in the mind as well. And when you stop suddenly, going into that stillness, silence. Of course, it is also flushing out toxins, energizing the digestive fire, helping with the whole of the digestive system. Once the breathing stabilizes, we'll go with one more round. Try to stay aware so that you're not letting your back move too much with the breathing. The back is stable, rest of the body stable. Only your abdominal muscles are moving, coming forward when you breathe in, going back in. So you're just working on these muscles, sucking them in, releasing them. So you release when you breathe in, suck them in when you breathe out. And if you are finding it difficult to go with my count, anytime you feel tired, you can just stop and stay in stillness. Now let's prepare for the next round. Exhale completely, sucking the belly button in to empty the lungs. And breathe in. So hum, 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 so drop into that stillness. Where everything, the body, the breath, the mind, can come to a standstill. Get comfortable with the stillness. The state of nothingness. Once your breathing settles back into its natural pace and rhythm, you can slowly release your body onto the mat, lying down on your back, enjoying that stillness, silence for a few minutes while the body also relaxes. In shavasana, corpse pose, you let your body go like a corpse. Adjust your shoulder blades, hips, and then let your feet, legs relax, hands relax, neck and head and face relax. Go back into the silence. Try to listen to that silence. Feel that silence. Let the mind get more and more comfortable, familiar with that space of silence and stillness. That is where the deep relaxation, the self-healing, the repair of the body-mind can happen. So let's stay there for a little longer. Be present with that silence and stillness, moment to moment. As if it is the most precious thing. It is the most precious thing. The more we can abide in this silence and stillness, the more we start realizing that. Trying to stay with that inner state of ease, stillness. It is always there in the background. When the mind gets busy, the body gets busy with the outer world, we are just not aware of it. So try to stay aware of that silence, that stillness in the background, and start coming out of your shavasana Gently moving the body, taking your time to become active again with the physical body. You can even take a nice active breath to come back light and easy. At your own time, giving yourself a stretch, turning to one side and coming back to a seated position. It's time to end our session. So sit back with your palms together, eyes closed. As you breathe in, draw this beautiful warm energy into your chest area. Breathing out, let it spread through the whole body. Just feel that energy flowing into you, spreading through the whole body. And the next time you exhale, feel that it's spreading, oozing, emanating out of your body as well, spreading far and wide. Now feeling that loving energy through the whole body and even spreading far and wide to all beings that it can touch. Let us send that loving energy, wishing well for all beings, including ourselves, with the closing prayer. Take a breath in. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. You can rub your palms, move that warm healing energy to any part of your body that might need some love, some healing. You can keep your palms there for a while. It could be your lower back, it could be your knees, shoulders, or any other part. If you have a lot of thoughts running, you can even place your palms on your head for a little bit. It helps calm down a little more. And then cupping your eyes, take your time to blink them open. Thank you. Take care.